From a high-speed pursuit in Wisconsin that left this cruiser on its roof, and a wanted man from Little Rock who tried to flee police without any rear tires, to a heart-pounding chase in Tennessee that sent this officer careening off the road, and much more. Here are 7 police chases that didn't go as planned.
He's taking off! Get your hands up! Get your hands up! Hands up!
Stop!
The United States Marshals Service is the oldest law enforcement agency in the country. Established during George Washington's presidency, it's the department in charge of bringing federal fugitives to justice. On February 22nd of 2018, the Marshals were looking for 31-year-old Robert Collins, last seen heading towards Springfield, Illinois. At the time, Robert had a federal warrant out for his arrest for the manufacturing and delivery of a controlled substance. In other words, he was a big-time drug dealer, and the Marshals wanted to take him down. Around 5:30 p.m. on the 22nd, 2 U.S. Marshals spotted an SUV they believed Robert was hiding in. They pulled the vehicle over under the guise of a speeding violation. However, when our officer approached the car, it seemed like the driver was the only person inside.
I don't see one. Hey, you got a passenger in here with you? Huh?
Our officer approached the driver's side and asked the same question.
That's fine. Is there anyone in the back or anything?
No.
Okay. Did you have anyone here at one point?
Earlier today, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Who was that?
It was my friend. I'm going to say I had my sister with me.
Hey, have you had anything to drink today?
Dang, maybe they have the wrong vehicle. The woman explains that she had just celebrated her 21st birthday. When our officer asked why her car smelled like alcohol, she said she had some in a flask and it spilled in the passenger seat. Even if she wasn't drunk, it's still illegal to have an open alcohol container while driving. It gave our officer enough cause to pull her from the vehicle and search it properly. If he had, he'd have found Robert hiding in the back seat. The fugitive wouldn't give him the opportunity.
I have to pull it up on my phone.
Hey, do you mind, can you show me back in the hatch just to make sure you don't have anywhere open alcohol in there? Is that okay? Can you just open this hatch for me and stuff? I just want to make sure you have no open alcohol in there, okay?
I just got to come off real quick.
He's taking off! Get your hands up! Get your hands up! Hands up!
Stop! Give him, please give him.
Sprinkle. Stop!
Please give him.
Sprinkle 93. Subject just took off. You tried to drag one of the marshals with him. Do I have permission to pursue?
93, 10 for your location.
Hold that.
Our officer catches up, only to find his fellow marshal holding on for dear life.
83, 10 for.
After a lengthy pursuit, police finally caught up with Robert's vehicle. He bailed on the side of the road and fled on foot toward a golf course, where police eventually arrested him. Now, on top of his existing drug charges, he was looking at aggravated fleeing, resisting arrest, and attempted murder. According to reports, he dragged one of the marshals for over half a mile before the man was finally able to let go. Thankfully, he walked away with only minor injuries. As for the woman, it's unclear if she knew Robert or was being forced to smuggle him out of Illinois against her will. Little Rock, Arkansas, July 7th of 2023. Arkansas State Trooper Michael Ellison was on patrol when a black Tahoe passed him at a high rate of speed. Trooper Ellison was going the legal limit, if not a few miles per hour over, so he knew the Tahoe was driving excessively fast for this road. He activated his lights, at which point it looked like the Tahoe driver was pulling over. If he did, he wouldn't be featured in this video, now would he?
On Asher, coming up to University, 6500 North Charles. 650ZNC. It's a black Tahoe. Passed me at about 90. Still rolling towards University.
Oddly, our driver still obeyed traffic laws while running from the police. He even sat at this red light while Trooper Ellison was behind him with lights and sirens. From the light, our suspect led Trooper Ellison into a gas station. Maybe he just wanted to pull over in a well-lit public area, you know, for everyone's safety. Guess not. Our driver, later identified as Marvin Jenkins, took Trooper Ellison onto the main road. The wide lanes gave him enough room to perform a pit maneuver. The execution was perfect. The result, however, was unexpected.
We're just short of 53rd southbound. He didn't have any tread lift on his tires. There's no traffic on our side.
Marvin kept running despite losing both his rear tires and his rear bumper. Ironically, he pulled into another gas station where police were finally able to box him in.
Yeah, he's still trying to drop. We're next on.
Get out of the car! Get out of the car! Put your hands up! Put your hands up! Put your hands up!
I'm paralyzed, sir. I'm paralyzed.
Put it in park.
It's in park, sir.
Put it in park.
It's in park. I'm paralyzed.
According to Trooper Ellison's report, Marvin was actually paralyzed. It's unclear to what extent, as he could still run from police and keep his two-wheel car under relative control. He was arrested and booked into county jail later that night. It's unclear of what came of this incident, and we don't know if Marvin served any jail time for it.
Alright, rollover squad, I'm moving.
Usually, suspects are the ones being dragged out of rolled over cars. This police chase from Greenfield, Wisconsin wanted to change that trend. It was August 12th of 2018. Greenfield officers were after 26-year-old Jorge Ornelas, who had just fled the scene of a traffic stop. Police ultimately terminated the initial pursuit for public safety. Then, another officer spotted Jorge fleeing east near the Southridge Mall. He made a quick U-turn and tried pulling Jorge over again. Once more, he refused. Minutes later, a third Greenfield officer spotted Jorge on Edgerton Avenue. This time, he wouldn't let the suspect get away. He closed the gap and went in for a pit maneuver. Unfortunately, the move didn't go as planned.
That'd be whole frame.
Now let's see that one more time from another officer's perspective. Watch how the pit goes horribly wrong and Jorge gets away, for now.
Alright, rollover, squad rollover.
According to reports, Jorge's rear left tire bumped the median during the pit maneuver. Instead of spinning out, he bounced back into the police SUV, effectively pit maneuvering it on his own. Thankfully, the officer was okay and only sustained minor injuries. Doctors cleared him and he was released later that day. Other officers eventually caught up with Jorge and he was arrested shortly after the chase began. He faced felony counts of recklessly endangering safety, eluding an officer, and causing bodily harm. June 3rd of 2024, Volusia County, Florida. A highway patrol officer was conducting speed radar on the side of Interstate 4 when he spotted a red 2015 Chrysler 200 racing toward him at 115 miles per hour. The driver, 26-year-old Wilfred Ruiz, stomped on the gas when our officer pulled onto the highway. He then led police on a high-speed multi-county pursuit that put hundreds of innocent lives at risk. That chase continued like this for several more miles. Ruiz weaved in and out of traffic, but it wasn't enough to shake our officer. Backup arrived minutes later, at which point police decided that a pit maneuver was the only way to end this dangerous chase for good. When officers pulled Ruiz from the car, they noticed the telltale signs of somebody in the middle of an overdose. They quickly administered Narcan, which likely saved Ruiz's life. Upon searching his car, they found a purse full of stolen IDs and credit cards. They also found a digital scale and a small bag of cocaine. Ruiz may have tried to ingest the drugs during the chase to get rid of the evidence. Instead, he put himself, police, and countless others at risk. Once the hospital cleared him, Ruiz was arrested and charged with fleeing, possession with intent to sell, and fraud. August 19th of 2021, Potter County, Texas. Sheriff's deputies were on a routine patrol when they spotted a white RAV4 following too closely to the semi-truck ahead of it. They activated their lights and sirens and attempted to pull the vehicle over. That's when the driver took an exit and stepped on the gas. Just as our deputies were about to speed up, something sent their car into a tailspin, leaving them broken down in the dirt off the side of I-40.
What was in the middle of the road? What was that? Did that blow a tire? Did they throw something out?
I don't know.
What the
What was that?
Our deputies assumed they hit something in the road or blew a random tire. Lucky for them, 2 nearby road workers saw the whole thing. They came over and told our officers what had happened.
We 1050'd our vehicle. I don't know if I blew a front tire.
That car that's behind him?
Yeah.
He's a blocker.
Who was?
The one with the Florida,
Did he hit me?
with the Florida tag? Yeah. Oh, the blocker.
I just got information. The construction workers out here said there was a vehicle out here, a white passenger vehicle with Florida tags. He crashed into us and took off. I'm assuming he's a blocker for this vehicle we were about to stop that was running from us. He pitted me.
He did it on purpose to stop y'all. That's
Fuck, man.
We got witness to it, right? Appreciate it. I thought something, man. I like that y'all broke y'all's neck. That fucking car loaded.
Yeah, oh yeah.
We need to go to I-40 East.
The blocker they're talking about is this white Infiniti. If we pause the footage here, you can see it during the spin-out. This told police one crucial fact. The RAV4 was likely loaded with illegal drugs. They know smugglers will often travel in pairs in case the police get involved. One will try to divert attention away from the loaded vehicle. In this case, they simply tried to take our sheriff's deputies out, permanently. The following day, police used the license plate information to identify 3 potential suspects. They learned the white RAV4 was registered to 35-year-old Ricardo Rodriguez. Meanwhile, 31-year-old Kyle Willicke and 26-year-old Monique Dereau were driving the Infiniti. Police believe Kyle leaned over, grabbed the wheel, and pit maneuvered our sheriff's deputies off the road. The following day, police used Monique's cell phone data to track her location. They found her inside a rental car along with Kyle and Ricardo. This time, our 3 drug dealers had nowhere to go but prison.
There's a front passenger, too. There's a front passenger? Turn around! Walk back! Walk backwards! Walk backwards! Back! Stop!
I'll get on the ground. Okay, lay on the ground.
In the end, all 3 were arrested and charged with several felony crimes, including possession with intent to distribute methamphetamine. Kyle and Ricardo paid dearly, both receiving 20 years in federal prison. Meanwhile, Monique got away with lesser charges and is now serving an 8-year sentence. August 16th of 2016. Police in Chattanooga, Tennessee are in hot pursuit of a stolen Chevy Impala. The driver, 20-year-old Cordarius Caldwell, was wanted for assaulting a woman at gunpoint in Nashville. He fled the city after stealing the Impala, which he found at a gas station with the keys still in the ignition. Police from both cities and the Tennessee Highway Patrol got behind Caldwell as he raced up I-75 north. It was raining and traffic was heavy. Other drivers didn't hear or see the sirens until they were right behind them. The chaotic chase led to 15 car accidents that day, including this near catastrophe when a highway patrol officer lost control and slid off the road.
925, I'm on him here. Everybody just rolling the vehicle.
Now let's see what happened one more time in slow motion. Watch how both officers involved in this crash were only trying to avoid civilian vehicles. The first police SUV swerves right, forcing our dashcam officer onto the shoulder. At the last second, he cuts hard to the right, narrowly avoiding a head-on collision with the silver sedan. Thankfully, he only suffered minor injuries during the crash. His cruiser, on the other hand, was totaled. Meanwhile, his fellow highway patrol officers stayed on Caldwell's tail. They weren't about to let him get away with this one.
Junior, I'm beside you on the right side. I'm beside you on the right side. Advise what we can do. I'd be everywhere that's going to go to storm bad. 925 for 2200, take him out. Yeah, boy. Yeah, boy. I'm gonna back up. I'm gonna back up.
Caldwell was arrested and charged with assault, false imprisonment, vehicle theft, and evading arrest. According to the police report, he struck 15 vehicles, including multiple cop cars, between I-75 North and I-24 East. Thankfully, nobody was seriously injured. We believe Caldwell served some prison time for his crimes, but was paroled several years later. In 2023, he was in trouble again for allegedly trying to kidnap an 11-year-old girl from her East Nashville home.
We're down pretty slow.
No matter what side of the political aisle you fall on, there's no denying that Texas has a serious immigration problem. Highway patrol officers know a human smuggling operation when they see one. So, when this black pickup truck tried to evade police in April of 2023, they weren't surprised when upwards of 11 illegal immigrants poured out of the vehicle.
Do not! Get her, Frida! Get her! Put your hands up! Put your hands up!
The truck peeled out, leading police on a high-speed chase through southern Texas.
10-4. All units are currently entering the 55-mile-per-hour zone, approaching the curve and spike.
Take negative spike on our end.
10-4. All units negative on the spike. Unsuccessful spike.
Maybe bailing out here. We're down pretty slow.
The roadway, it's going to be to the east.
Over 500, spike south, they head towards Eagle Pass.
All units be by Governor, sir.
Job.
Back there.
You have any weapons on you? Oh, yes, I do. My knife in my bag.
Police found 2 women behind the wheel of the black pickup. Both were arrested and charged with evading and human smuggling. According to Texas Governor Greg Abbott, arrests like these are thanks to Operation Lone Star, which aims to thwart illegal immigration and human smuggling in the state of Texas. Since it began, Lone Star has led to over 369,000 apprehensions and the seizure of more than 383 million lethal doses of fentanyl. But, according to Human Rights Watch, Operation Lone Star is a deadly Texas law enforcement scheme that fuels racial profiling. Between March of 2021 and July of 2023, at least 74 people have lost their lives and another 189 were injured during police chases under Operation Lone Star.
You got one more opportunity, okay? And then I'm going to come in there and get you. We'll walk to the shore together. How about that?
Volusia County, Florida, September 17th of 2022. Sheriff's deputies had just received word about an alleged boat burglar in the Halifax River. Deputy Freeburn, with the department's marine unit, took a boat to the scene to see what was happening. When he arrived, he found a man swimming where most normal, non-boat stealing people don't swim. Unfortunately, the dock is blocking the man in Deputy Freeburn's footage. Know that he's on the other side, wading in waist-deep water.
Hey, what are you doing, man? All right, come over here to us right now, okay? All right, if I have to come in there and get you, it's going to be not a good day, okay? All right, well, are you done?
I want to know why y'all hit me, bro.
Are you done?
Am I done what? What did I
Mess
do?
around in the water. Go on the land and we'll talk to you. How about that?
It's crazy, bro. I didn't do nothing wrong.
It is crazy. You're in the water. Get out of the water.
Y'all are mad because I'm in the water swimming.
You got one more opportunity, okay?
And then what?
And then I'm going to come in there and get you. We'll walk to the shore together. How about that?
Deputy Freeburn had given the man every opportunity to swim to shore. Now, he had no choice but to jump in, cuff the man, and drag him to dry land himself. It's unclear what happened to the man after this encounter. We don't know if he stole anything or was just caught in the act by a boat owner. One thing is for sure though, he definitely wasn't out for a late morning swim.
We'll talk right now.
Okay, can you take my mask off, please? They had a gun in my head, sir.
Who are you?
It's a shame when kids get roped into a life of crime. Take this 12-year-old from Doña Ana County, New Mexico, for example. It was September 12th of 2021. Officers in Doña Ana received several calls about a reckless driver in the area near Los Alturas Drive. A watchdog page on Facebook had also posted several times about local juveniles running from the police and causing all kinds of trouble. There was a good chance both cases were related. Our officer followed the SUV onto the highway, but it quickly exited and stopped in a hotel parking lot. That's when the doors opened, and 3 masked teenagers hopped out, all sprinting in different directions. Our officer decided to stay with the SUV, which turned the wrong way and began driving toward oncoming traffic.
Going the wrong way on the Delray exit behind the movie theater. to the 25. Says 25 exit behind Sam.
What's up the doors at 45?
Nobody.
What's up the doors at 45?
Out the car! The f out! Get on the ground! Get on the ground! Get on the ground! Get up there! Get down! Get him just like a ticket on the driver. Lay that down! Lay the f down! I don't give a sh.
My knees! My knees!
I don't give a sh.
Please!
Lay down!
My knees!
Lay down!
My knees! I'm not gonna do anything, sir! I swear! My knees are hurting, sir! My knees! My knees! I'm sorry, sir! My knees!
Which one's yours?
I was forced! I didn't mean to! I was forced!
Let me check him quick.
They had a gun! I'm telling you! They had a gun!
Chest and say. 11, 6,
They had
sit
a
down.
gun! They had a gun!
Sit down.
They had
We'll
a
talk right now.
Okay, can you take my mask off, please? They had a gun in my head, sir.
Who are you?
Because he's so young, we never learn the 12-year-old driver's name. He continues to claim that the people he dropped off were threatening him with a gun. Police eventually caught up with the other minors and arrested all three. Later, police found a 9mm handgun that had been tossed from the SUV during the chase. Based on the report, it sounds like one of those kids tossed it out the window before bailing. The 12-year-old may have been telling the truth, but that doesn't change the fact that he had an existing felony warrant for conspiracy to commit auto burglary. After this chase, he was charged with aggravated fleeing and receiving stolen property. As for the family in the car he struck, everyone was okay except the driver, who was taken to the hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. If you enjoyed this video and want to see another just like it, be sure to click the link on screen now. With that, thanks for watching and be sure to tune in next time.